Hello guys, welcome back to another infinite dimension tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to create an asphalt in Blender with only procedural nodes. So let's do it. Press Shift A and add in an E sphere. Right click and choose smooth. Go to the shadings tab. Click on new to create a new material. I rename it Asphalt. Then press Shift A and add in a noise texture. Then Shift A again and add a ColorRamp. Connect the factor to the factor of the ColorRamp and then the ColorRamp to the base color of the principled BSDF. Okay. Set the scale to 80 and then the detail 6. Now let's set the white color to very dark gray. Perfect. Let's duplicate it to create variation. So select both the ColorRamp and then the noise texture. Shift D to duplicate it. Select all of them and push it back. Now let's add in a mix color node. So Shift A, search, and then type mix color. And add in a mix color, place it in between the principal BSDF and the ColorRamp. My pieces. Okay. Connect this ColorRamp to the next color. Okay. Select this noise texture. Press Ctrl T to add a texture coordinate, and then change it from generated to object. So connect the object to the vector instead. And then hold Shift, right click and drag to create a layout. Connect it to the vector of this noise texture too. Okay. Now let's add in some depth. So Shift A, search, and then search for bump. Place it here. Connect the base color to the height and then the number to the number of the principled BSDF. Nothing has changed, but that's fine. You have to increase the distance, so maybe set the distance to 1 since it's road, so the roughness is a bit high. Yep. So we are pretty much done, but I think maybe you can do something more to it, like a road strip, something like that. So let's add it. Press Shift A, search, and then add the ColorRamp. Press Shift A again and add a gradient texture. Connect it to the ColorRamp, and then in order to see what we're about to do, hold Shift and Alt and click on the ColorRamp. Nice. Move this one here. Okay. Now select the gradient texture. Hold Ctrl T to add a texture coordinate. Like before, connect the object to the vector. And then change the Z rotation to 90. Alright. So let's duplicate this white texture. So or maybe the black instead. Yes, yeah, the black. So hold Control and click on it and then drag it back here and change the color of this one to this white color to black, and then the middle black color from black to white. Okay. Oh, why is it not? Okay. I think so let's move it here. We want it to be in the middle, not on the one side of the road texture. We want to be in the middle of it, so maybe drag it back more. Up. Maybe a wave texture would have been better. Let's try that one. So let's delete this one and then add in a wave texture. Connect it to the ColorRamp and the vector to the vector. So let's decrease the scale to 0.2. So let's type it 0.2. Yeah. And then let's give the subtle distortion. Okay. And then maybe increase the scale because of the detail. And then let's give it a subtle detail as well. For now, let's move this one in the middle. So 2 strips aren't bad, right? I think this one is perfect. Now let's connect our principal BSDF back to the material output and then duplicate the mix color node, place it here, and then connect the ColorRamp to it. Nice. Maybe you can decrease the factor. Yes, perfect. Now the strip is blending with the asphalt texture. Let's make it more realistic. So select all of them and move it up a bit. Okay, and then shift in and add my ColorRamp. Connect it to the roughness of the principal BSDF. And now add a noise texture. And connect it to the ColorRamp. Nice. We have added some wetness to the texture. Then maybe we can use the ColorRamp to increase the wetness by dragging the black color forward or decrease it by dragging it back down, like so. So maybe here. You can also adjust the scale of it using this noise texture. You can make it smaller, as you can see. Oh, maybe I prefer 4 and then even increase the details. Let me add in a plane and see how this texture will look on the flat surface. So Shift A, mesh, and then a plane. Press G, Y, and move it aside. Use the asphalt material just we created and then click on it. Yes. Beautiful. Maybe this one is fading into my, so maybe you can change this one. Yes, this ColorRamp, the stripped ColorRamp, from linear to constant. Oh, what's happening? Perfect. Nice. Okay. Now we have a road created. Down with the road texture, let's create a sound texture, sand. So that's one is simple. Yeah, this one will be very easy. So click on new, then type sand, Shift A and add in a noise texture, Shift A again, and then the ColorRamp. Connect the factor to it, and then to the principal BSDF. Now press Shift again and add in a bump, connect it to the normals, and then the ColorRamp to the height of the bump, and change the distance to 1. Reduce the strength a bit. Now around 6 is okay. Now increase the scale of the noise textures to 10, and then the detail to 5. We are probably done, but let's add the color. A sand without a yellow color is brownish yellow color is not sand, right? So let's change the white color. To click on it. I already have the hex, so I'll just put this hex. You can do the same. I'll put it on the screen. So, draw it in, and then yes, do the same here. Use the same hex, but decrease the brightness to get the color that I want. Beautiful. Right. Now set the roughness to 0.8. Let's increase the roughness of the noise texture as well. So 0.7 to 0.7 is okay. Beautiful, beautiful. See, simple and easy. Our next texture is a mud. Trust me, that one is very, very simple. So let me show you. You don't have to delete this setup. All you have to do is make some adjustments here and there, and then you're good to go. So decrease the roughness to 0.5. Sorry, 0.5. Yes, and then distort it a bit, maybe 0.4. And then darken the colors. So darken this one as well. It's okay. Then increase the bump strength to 1. So okay. And then the roughness of the principal BSDF. So maybe 0.3. Yep. We have our mat created. Okay. If you don't want like this and you want variations in the mud, you can just press Shift A, add in a ColorRamp, and then a noise texture. Connect it to the ColorRamp, and then the ColorRamp to the roughness. You see, and you can use this to increase the amount of wetness on the mud, or it decreases as well, just like we did to the road texture. That's it. My texture created. Let's move to the next one. Moving on to the next part, we are going to create a brick texture. So I think adding plane will be the best fit for this demonstration. So Shift A and add plane, G or Y to move it aside, and then create a new material, rename it to brick. Now press Shift A, search, and then add the brick texture. Plug into the base color of the principled BSDF. You can also apply it to the sphere as well. Okay, now they all have the same material. Now press Shift A and add a noise texture. Shift here again and add a ColorRamp as usual. Plug the factor to the factor of the ColorRamp, and this time connect the color to the mortar of the brick texture. Okay, set the scale of the noise texture to maybe 90. A detail of 8. Move it down. Duplicate. Okay, let's see what is happening. I don't know if you can see it well, but you can see the in-betweens of each brick has this noise texture as the mortar. This would be the mortar for our brick. But in order to see it well, let's add in a bump. So Shift A, search, and add a bump node. Connect the brick texture to the height of the bump, and then a normal to normal. Set the distance to 1. So distance to 1. Perfect. Now you see we have our mortar created. Okay, duplicate this and then connect the color to this color as well. But we're going to decrease the scale to maybe a scale of 16, and then a detail of 3. It's too much, right? So yeah, I think this one is cool. So let's change it from black to reddish brown, and the other one to brown color as well. So brownish yellow. Yup. And let's add in the color coordinates, texture coordinates, sorry. Control T to add a texture coordinates. Corner the object to the vector. Yep. Maybe you can increase this roughness of the this noise texture. Maybe 0.3 is okay. Let's actually rotate this brick. So go to the rotation of the mapping node and then type in 90 and hit enter. Nice. Maybe we can actually increase the scale as well. Scale of the break texture, that is. So raw height maybe 0.5. Perfect. Change this color to brown. Nice. I think this is too much, right? Then maybe I will fix that. Yeah, too much. Let's set it to 8. Yes. Yep. That's the perfect big texture. Maybe we can bring this one a bit closer. Nice. Let's move on to the last texture for the day. The last material I'm gonna create for the day is a rock. So let's start. Click on new, rename it to rock. Press Shift A and add in a ColorRamp. Connect it to the principled VSDF. Shift A, add a noise texture. Connect it to the ColorRamp. Shift A again, and then add a bump. Connect the ColorRamp to the height, and then the normal to the normal of the principled VSDF. Set the distance to 1, and then change the detail of the rock to 3, the roughness to 0.6, and then the distortion to 0.1. Select the nice texture again. Ctrl T to add the texture coordinates. Connect the object to the vector, and then move this black color forward, and this one to work like so. And then change it from white to brown, and this one from black to dark brown. Again, this one is a bit redder, so make it darker. Then change the roughness from 5 to 0.7. Okay, there you have it, a perfect rock texture made entirely with procedural nodes. And this will be the last of our material creation today. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe, share with others to support the channel.